to me. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, baby, no, I'm crazy over you. Y'all, I'm trying a completely different setup for the camera. So I really hope this works. Like, I'm giving this a go. So this week's video is gonna be, what shift are you currently experiencing? And bitch, I know you're feeling it because the energy in the air, either you're down or you're up or you're in between and all over the place. So I'm here to tell you what shifts you are currently experiencing and why. So we're going to use Hello Kitty to pick a group. So pick the groups down below. They'll be in the description box below if you need time to think it over. However, I do want to take moments to announce that I do have PDF files available for the collective to shift and to align with their higher self. However, I do want to improve as best as I can for you guys. So even if you haven't purchased the PDF file, or if you have as well, can you at least let me know what it is that you want to see in it? How can I change it to better improve for you guys? Also, if you feel a little shy, you don't really want to talk about it, you can email me. I'm gonna drop my email down below, or you can leave it in the comment section. Just ways that I can improve and continue to evolve, because I know what helps me, but we're all different. We all have different soul imprints. So let me know what you guys are looking for. Also, guys, the free PDF file that allows you to align and stay in flow with the universe, that's available on my website as well. It comes with a 12-day challenge so that you can apply those laws for each day. It's super fun, super creative, and it allows you to feel connected to the universe more than you already are, obviously. So that's my only announcement, guys. And anything else, any other services that you'd like to book will be down below in the description box below. So all of this is available on my website. So I'll see you guys in whatever Hello Kitty that you choose, and I love you guys. Sorry, y'all, I'm feeling a little discombobulated. And it's been hotter than a motherfucker these recent days. Like, what the hell? Wrong drawer. Let's put this here, actually. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Da 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 da. Not much of a girlfriend. Yo, group number 1, your energy is giving me the vibe that you're just like, you're vibing and you're listening to music, you're just chilling. You're not really stressing it right now. As much as your life might be saying, oh, stressed, you're not stressing it right now. And I feel like this might be completely opposite to what you're used to. Maybe you're used to always stressing, maybe you're used to always being on go, but I feel like where you are right now, the shift that you're in is choosing to relax, is choosing to embrace your feminine energy, and knowing that you don't need to exert a bunch of energy in order to be in alignment with your goals. There's a lot of things that are pushed that, oh, if you're not like going after your goals hammer time, then you'll never be successful. You gotta climb, you gotta hustle, you gotta crawl your way, you gotta stab a bit, you gotta do all this extra shit to be successful. You're not doing that shit no more. You're not being unnecessarily tired. You're not tiring yourself out for unnecessary reasons. You're allowing yourself to flow and be in flow. I'm also really staring at this wine glass, which is giving me the vibe that you're also drinking a lot more wine. However, I kind of feel like even though you're drinking a lot more wine, maybe it's not making you feel good. So I feel like Spirit is saying that in this shift, they want you to pay attention to the things that you're consuming in your body that aren't in alignment with you feeling good. This is not you saying that you can never drink, but maybe right now while you're transitioning, letting go of the things that lower your vibration rather than elevate your vibration, right? I'm letting this to be in touch with my intuition and to allow these messages to flow effortlessly. Sorry, I forgot to light the incense stick before I started. So at the bottom of the tarot deck, we have the World card, completion. So you guys are completing a cycle, automatically letting me know that you've completed a cycle. But I feel like the completion of the cycle is going to be very random for you guys. You're not going to expect it. Maybe you guys are expecting to I don't know, some type of deep insight while I'm dreaming, Spirit's just going to come to me and tell me, oh, this is how you're going to shift to the next cycle. But it's not going to be like that. It's not even going to look like that. It's going to be something so simple as you making a small decision that is beneficial to your life, you choosing better for yourself now so that your future self is happy for you, like it's more aligned. So maybe this is you making a health choice, maybe this is you choosing to start to work out, and it's like it's the simple things that align us with our higher self. Like, you know, people think that you need to do like meditation every day, but it's like really not, like you don't have to. While meditation is good and there's benefits to it, you don't have to meditate to be spiritual. However, I just kind of feel like there's going to be one choice that you're going to be making that's going to be very pivotal for you. And it's going to be perfectly aligned for you as well, is what Spirit is letting me know. Let me rest this microphone here. But overall, the shift that you're going through right now is you. It's you putting yourself first, you putting yourself on a pedestal. Like, you used to put a lot of people above you, used to put a lot of, like, taking care of everybody else before you is what you were taught to do. And this shift that you're going through, it's you... You're gonna be seen as like selfish, but you're not selfish. And I split the deck on fruits of labor, rewards, luxury. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, which Spirit is letting me know that you're gonna be receiving. You know what I mean? Like, you're in your receiving era, and I feel like you had to really slow down because maybe you were like producing a lot of or creating a lot or doing a lot of something. But right now, Spirit wants you to allow them to take care of you. And you know, one thing I realized when Spirit says allow the universe to take care of you, it could be in such different ways than you expect. So maybe you want to be able to be taken care of by like Spirit providing you money, and you know, you're able to buy a bunch of things, but actually the way that universe can provide for you in this season is maybe sending in a destiny helper who pays for things for you, who asks you what you need. Maybe this is a relationship that supports you financially, but it's like we have to surrender how we think that the universe can support us, because wherever you are in your journey is how they can best support you at this time. This does not mean that like down the future you won't be like a millionaire making a bunch of big bucks, spending it and whatnot, but it's like with the current finances that you have, or with the current situation that you have, maybe Spirit can bless you in a different way. Are you open to receiving that? So I feel like that's really what you are in right now. You're in a time of surrender. You're in a time of receiving. And this may feel very uncomfortable for my independent girlies, you know, and guys. And they thems. But I kind of feel like this is just a time when you're being called to slow down. Oh, so a shift that you're going through right now is Spirit is going to be dropping a gem. Whatever spiritual download that you get, maybe you're going to be going over old projects that you once, you know, created, making them better. A wish is coming true, but like I feel like Spirit is offering you an opportunity where you don't have to do so much is also what's coming through. A lot more stability is coming into your life, and I feel like this is emotional stability for this collective as well. This is another shift that you're experiencing, where you're allowing your emotions to not control you, but you're allowing yourself to feel. Like, it's not like you're running from the emotion, but you're realizing it's not the end of the world. Like, your emotions are fluid. Like, you know, it's not going to be like every day I'm going to feel down or every day I'm going to feel happy, but you're allowing space for all your emotions without judgment or trying to change anything, which is why it's allowing you to push through the cycles that you need to push through, like at the pace that you're meant to. Because like when we try to control things, it slows it down. It does not go in the way that we want it to. Like, if for example you're feeling sad or betrayed and we're trying to hurry up and rush the healing process, it only prolongs it. It only prolongs it versus if we just surrender to the feeling. Okay. So in this next shift that you guys are going through, like this new world, this new timeline that I'm getting that you're stepping into, you're going to be having a lot of things to balance. Like, a lot of things are going to be happening with you. And I feel like this might be you trying to balance your emotions while also balancing, like, the things that you're getting done, your work. Because I feel like this collective maybe used to prioritize work over feeling or work over emotions and relationships. But it's like Spirit wants you to have a healthy balance, because your work shouldn't be your entire life, your entire world, you know. Allow space for yourself to nurture those relationships. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else for this collective? Anything else for this collective? Ooh. They landed on the floor. Okay. Hold on. Interesting. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? For group number 1. What are their current shifts that they're going through for group number 1? Okay, so I feel like you guys are shifting from always experiencing burnout. So this is my collective where you're finding the balance, your own rhythm, your own flow with life. Like everybody has their own rhythm and flow in life, and you're finding yours. So this is a powerful shift for you. I know it sounds simple, but it's like when you understand how to work with your own schedule, work with your own body, to make life easier for you, is how you can flow and get a lot more things done versus you doing a bunch of productive shit and then reaching burnout and having to recover for weeks and days on end. So you're really finding your own flow in life, and Spirit's letting me know that you're leaving this restless energy behind, and you're allowing your body to be in flow with the universe. So that is the shift that you're experiencing. Also, guys, you guys are entering into an era where abundance flows to you effortlessly. Like, you know how you probably watch a bunch of videos where people talk about, oh, I effortlessly manifested this. That's the energy that you're tapping into. That's the shift. That's the energy that you're in, because you're realizing I don't have to chase. It's already mine. And you're allowing that part of you to shine. You know, and I feel like the reason why before you didn't believe in that is because maybe you had some insecurities which made you feel like I have to earn something in order to be worthy of it. So that's what Spirit needed to heal within you, so that you can allow them to bless you, to help you, to support you. You know, like for example, if you're making a YouTube channel, instead of you posting 100 videos a day, allowing Spirit to do the magic behind the scenes as well, where you like post one video and then you take care of yourself. You know, you're balancing out your energy, and I love that for you. You guys are entering into a cycle where your wishes are coming true, and I'm hearing Spirit say like to be more silent with this, to not share it with just anyone, to kind of keep this energy to yourself. And this is not to say that your blessings are going to be taken from you. It's just that you guys are in a very critical period of your life, and it can be so simple for people to evil eye you, right? And this is not to say like, oh, their magic will work, because oftentimes people who evil eye you, they can't even do magic in their own life. But it's just like, you don't want to be working against unseen forces. You know what I mean? If you're spiritual and you get it. But yeah, so emotional stability is coming in for this collective, and self-love, a lot of abundance. So I'm really picking up on a lot of earth placements for this collective, as well as Libra placements. I'm also hearing Aries, Pisces. Let's get some more cards, y'all. These angel cards are standing out to me, so let's grab these. Let's see. I feel like this next shift in your life, Spirit wants you to stop taking life so seriously. Allow yourself to play, allow yourself to laugh, and not take everything so seriously. I feel like before you were like, I have to do this, I have to do that in order to be successful. And maybe this is how you saw people gain their success around you. But Spirit's about to show you that it doesn't have to be that way for you. Like, people working so hard that it's like, that's all they do. They don't have time for anything else. That's not going to be you. Okay? And Spirit wants you to slow down and have more fun. The more fun you have, the easier your manifestations are flowing into your reality. Okay? And that's what you're going to be realizing, because that's what this shift is for. So you're maybe called to slow the fuck down right now, and you're probably like, damn, all this non-movement is making me feel like I'm like, you're almost feeling like you not moving is making you feel like maybe you're giving up on your goals. But no, Spirit is emphasizing that you are exactly where you're meant to be right now, and this is exactly what you're supposed to be feeling and going through. So we have you're ready. Ooh, momentum, validation, encouragement, and preparedness. So right now, Spirit is preparing you for these blessings. It may not look like that, but that's exactly what's happening right now, right? And some of you guys could be seeing a lot of feathers as well, just randomly falling in front of you or falling in the sky when you're walking. That's a sign from Spirit as well. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? These two. Your desires are within reach. Faith, patience, excitement, and relief. Yeah. Okay, so you guys could be seeing 444 a lot. Number 555. Oh, bless you. Bless me. Sorry. Whew, bless you. See, you're very blessed. I was gonna say, you guys are also gonna be experiencing people reaching out from the past. Do with that what you will. Please use your discernment when it comes to that, because whenever we're getting ready to really elevate in our life, people can sense that on us. They can really feel that on us, and you're moving up. Like, you're literally moving up, and I feel like this is gonna be something that you don't expect. It's gonna be something very unexpected. Like, I'm just getting this energy where Spirit's just like, babes, it's already gonna get super good for you. And this one simple decision that you're making, either you're making it now or you're getting ready to make it very soon, It's gonna change your life, and you're not gonna expect it to, but it is. So we have Raziel, Archangel Raziel, Rainbow, enlightenment, adaptable, soulful, and connected. You guys, what I'm really getting from your energy is you guys, this is my collective where you've experienced a lot of heartbreak, a lot of like disappointment in your life, and it's because you always had that light within you. Like even as he's holding this like rainbow, this lantern, you can see how bright that light is. And it's like people could see that in you, and it made them jealous, it made them want to take it from you. And I feel like now you're very much detached from that. Like the people who've hurt you in your past, but there's still a little bit of like pain when you think about it. But I feel like Spirit wants me to emphasize that not everyone in the world is like that, and that's the power of your discernment. Like that is a very big spiritual gift that you have. You know, a lot of people have discernment, but you guys can see it like even before people can even make a decision or move or anything. Like someone can come into your life and be perfect, they do everything right, but it's like the eyes, as soon as you look into someone's eyes, you can know and you can sense that. And the fact that you can trust yourself now and you don't like wait for like people to show you signs is why Spirit wants you to relax and allow these connections to come into your life, because there's people coming to actually help you on your journey, and Spirit doesn't want you to feel like, oh my god, like I can't trust anybody. You can trust yourself, right? And one thing I realized with people, you gotta expect them to not be like lower their standards on what you expect them to be. Like if you don't expect them to be a good human being, right, expect them to be a terrible human being and let them prove to you that they're not, versus you expecting them to be a good human being and then they prove to you that they're not. Two different reactions, two different feelings when you find out, right? And this is not me saying like all people are bad. This is me saying that your discernment is everything, and don't just willingly trust anybody. Like seriously. At the bottom we have Goddess, Psychic, Sacred, and Proud. So we have Archangel Haniel. Yeah, you guys are very much intuitives, High Priestess energy. This is from my pile 1. But you're meant to live a life of luxury. You're meant to live a life of ease, and that's what Spirit wants for you. Like I know you feel like this may be my collective where you feel like I need to work hard in order to feel successful, but it's like no, you don't. You know, this could be my collective where you guys are like the oldest in your family. It's just like there's just this need to prove yourself. Yeah, this need to prove yourself, and Spirit wants you to get rid of that. But I'm seeing so many feathers, like that could be a big sign for this collective as well. Let's see, what other messages do I want to pull? Let's get some of my cards. Let's see what is going on with you. All right, Spirit. So we have Pluto. You guys are going through a major transformation right now, a deep rebirth, and that could be a reason why Spirit is calling you to also take a lot of spiritual baths, is also what I'm hearing. Any other messages for pile number 1, Spirit? What are the shifts that they're going through right now? What shifts are they going through right now? Ooh, so you guys could be watching Breaking Bad. I don't know, that just came up. Your angels are waiting for you to reach out and ask for help. No situation is too big for them to handle. So pray to your angels right now. You know, whenever we're stuck on something or we feel like this is too much for us to handle, pray about it. Pray about it. Don't underestimate your power in the like the spiritual realm, y'all. Like you guys are very tapped in, very connected, and you underestimate that. Just how much that your angels want to help you. So you have rain sounds. So water is very significant for this collective right now. I feel like water is going to be your biggest way to jump timelines, your biggest way to heal and release what's no longer serving you as well. So speak affirmations into your bath. Take more care of yourself. Every time you light your candle, set an intention, like, you know, how you want to feel. So we have to make sure you don't forget to eat. I feel like in this shift, what I'm getting is that you guys are going to be taking your health a lot more seriously. Ask for support. Be open to how it shows up. Let go of how you think something should be done. Allow others to help you without meddling. So in this new chapter that you're stepping into, you're allowing people to help you, but you're not trying to control how it's being done. So you're letting go of control in your relationships as well, and I love that for you. There's a sense of freedom in that, because that control is only an illusion. Listen to your emotions instead of judging them. Okay, so in this shift, you're allowing your emotions to be, which we talked about in the beginning. So confirmation. So your financial breakthrough is closer than you think. I love that for you. Okay, I really love that for you guys. What other messages do I want to pull for you, my darling? Let's get a mindful message. All right, Spirit, how can group number 1 remain mindful during these times? During this time of a big shift, how can group number 1 remain mindful? Okay. Guidance system. I love using my emotions as a guidance system. They show me how close or how far away I am from what I want. When I'm feeling joy and doing the things I love, I'm in a state of allowing for my desires. I notice when I'm feeling low vibrational thoughts and shift them to release resistance. So listening to your emotions during this time is really how you're going to allow for the shift to go as smoothly as possible, to be honest with you guys. And you know, one thing I realized is those hard emotions that come up, it's not for you to change them or try to journal them away. It's just for you to observe them without judgment, you know. So we have conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. So, you know, one thing I realized is what you focus on, yes, that's so true. So if you say you want to bring more peace into your life, journaling 3 things that brought you peace today and how you chose your peace. And this is how I do it for my like happiness timeline shift that I've been focusing on. I just talk about like what's one thing that made me happy today and how did I choose my own happiness. And I realized from doing that, I consciously start to choose more things that make me happy because I'm putting my focus there, you know. And it's like, for example, like it would be a day where I'm like, I don't really want to fill up the bath and clean the bath and then, you know, soak in the bath. But I'm just like, but you know what? If I soak in the bath, then I can write down, this is how I chose my happiness today. And it aligns, you know, and it's beneficial for me in both ways, you know. So I don't know, that could be a tip for someone. So we have dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, I will play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. So you guys, music and really focusing on your emotions and allowing them to be safely is how you can shift into this new chapter that you're wanting to go into, a chapter of abundance and luxury and all these things that are flowing to you effortlessly. It's really just you allowing it, you know. And realizing just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean that these things are going to pass you by. You know, a lot of times in the spiritual community, they like to push that it's all or nothing. Like you have to always feel happy in order to receive this life that you want to manifest, but that's not true. You know, it's impossible to feel happy all the time. You know, there's so many things that go wrong or perceivably go wrong, you know. You can't control that. There's so many things out of your control. So, you know, just allow space for all of it. So that's how you can remain mindful during this time. Let's see. Let's get some messages from your future higher self. All right, Spirit, what does their future higher self want to say? Don't take action when there's a feeling of resistance. So pushing yourself to do more is never the answer for this collective, yeah? Whenever you sit and allow your the answers to come to you is when you get the most out of life for this collective. Not doing action just for the sake of being productive, but to simply allow for your higher self to speak to you is what I'm hearing. So any messages from your future higher self about this shift that's coming in? Any messages from your future higher self about the shift that is coming in? Anything else? Okay. So at the bottom we have, what you seek is seeking you. When you rest, it will find you. Oh, I love that for you. Your higher self is really confirming that the more rest that you do, the more that you receive. Okay. And I know I'm also getting like some of you guys could be like Caribbean or like yeah, just like Caribbean, where you're just like you were taught like, rest is not productivity, it's like laziness, and it's not laziness. Okay, a lot of our grandmothers, a lot of our mothers could have used the rest when they were working 10 jobs while supporting 3 kids. They could have used the rest. Okay, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have been beaten as much if they got the rest. Just saying. You pull the strings that control your own life is what your future higher self wants you to know. There are many doors that lead to the place that you truly belong. So they're letting you know that there's not just one way to do something. So if in your mind that you believe, I need to work 10 hours a day in order to be successful, your future higher self is letting you know there's so many different ways that can work for you. And when you allow the universe to help you, it becomes easier. So those are my messages for pile number 1, and I will see you in the next one. Love you. Alrighty. Hi, pile number 2. Your energy, I'm gonna just say this, you are funny as hell. Okay, your life is falling apart completely. Your whole world is crumbling. Everything that you knew is no more. The shift that you're going through is almost like an identity crisis, or like you don't know what the fuck is going on. So you're chilling. You're just like, all right, Spirit, do what you need to. I'm surrendering, whatever. Like, you're at the point where you're just like, okay, all right, so this is what's going on. Like, Spirit has put you in a position where it's just like, there's no more controlling. There's no more trying to mold. There's no more trying to write spells. There's no more like abracadabra. Bitch, your life is falling apart for a reason. For you to be rebuilt. And I think you've reached a point in your life where you're just like, alright. Okay. You got my attention. So, and the reason why I'm laughing is because like all of the decks that I prepared for you, they all flipped over to give me specific messages, which was like, bitch, I'm done, I'm good, you know. Do what you need to. So at the bottom of the future higher self, we have new chapters require a new version of you. So you are burning the old version of you completely. So maybe some of you guys may have recently done a fire ritual to let go of what's no longer serving your highest path. That's coming up. So you're currently under construction. Please be patient. So yeah, you guys are letting go of a version of you that once got you as far as you are now. So the version that's being created right now is a much more in alignment with your divine plan. So this version of you is a little bit more cutthroat, a little bit more and not cutthroat in a bad way, in a way where it's like you're not tolerating bullshit, you're not tolerating anything that's not in alignment with your peace. So you guys are evolving into the person that you need to be in order to walk into your destiny fully. And maybe that has scared you so much in the past, where you try to control certain things, how you wanted certain things to play out because it made you feel better. But you know, Spirit was saying that you're playing too small. The things that you were trying to manifest was beneath you, to say the least. Yeah. Maybe you're trying to manifest things that were like so simple, so silly, and you know the universe wants you to ask for more because you are worth more. Your energy carries, your soul carries this energy. And babes, if you only knew. If you only knew. The song popped up in my head, that gospel song. If you only knew what I was gonna be after the storm, you wouldn't have even bothered me. Which is telling me, anybody who came up against you, they're feeling it. They're feeling it. Because you guys are my collective where you're very much backed heavily in the spirit realm. You know, I don't know who your guides is, but they don't play about you. They don't. Because what you are here to do is a lot more serious than I think you think it is. Maybe you think, oh, maybe I'm just like doing this, or maybe I'm just uplifting a group of people, but it's more than that. It's more than that. You're showing people that they can be authentic. You're showing people that they can let go of things that no longer serve them, that they're not bound to anything, you know. And I'm not when I'm saying this, I want to say it with discernment. I don't want you guys to feel paranoid. I just kind of feel like you underestimate how much of an impact you're going to make on the world. Yeah. So maybe this is my collective where you've met a lot of people who come up against you for no reason. Maybe one minute you're cool with somebody, and next minute there's jealousy, there's envy, there's this weird energy, and it's like you don't understand why. Maybe you've always felt ostracized, or like you just don't fit in. You were never meant to fit in. Okay, there's so much more to you than what meets the eye, and I feel like the chapter that you're stepping into, you're meeting that version of you. Like you're getting to really see yourself for how the divine sees you. Like literally, like you're seeing who you are on a spiritual level, and I really do love that for you. So right now you're purging a lot of things that are no longer in alignment with you, and that's what all this fire burning energy is, you know. And I kind of feel like the people around you don't really see this, you know. Maybe you feel kind of isolated. Maybe you feel kind of alone with all the things that you're like letting go of and purging from your system. So I just want to send you so much love because I've been there, you know. And I still do go through periods of being there. It's just like, it's just hard to explain. No one really understands, even if you do explain, or maybe some people just don't have time for that. They don't have time for your feelings, you know what I mean? So I'm sending you so much love. Pray to your angels for assistance and support in whatever ways that you need it, because, you know, a lot's coming up and coming out. And this is my collective where it's like spirit really does intervene in your life a lot more than you'd like. Maybe, you know, like they'll say move, do this one thing, and it's like if you're not moving, all of a sudden something crumbles in your life. Whether this be like maybe you lose your car, or maybe like, you know, you lose your job, and it's like you can't keep a job. Whatever it is because you were never meant to stay in those environments. Yeah, you're meant to, I think you know what you're meant to do. Like I'm not really sure what your destiny is. I just kind of feel like it's something of that's meant to help the collective, uplift the collective in whatever way. And and maybe you underestimate your ability to do that, you know. So allow yourself to purge. But I feel like at the bottom of the deck, on my wisdom deck, we have all that glitters, and I feel like you had to learn that not everybody who smiles in your face is your friend. And I feel like you have to learn these harsh lessons because of what you're doing spiritually, who you are spiritually. You couldn't go into this naive, like you couldn't be naive when you're tapped into spirit. You're going to be fighting spiritual warfare, and it's like you need to be equipped with the knowledge that you need to get out of it. Yeah. And to also realize that money is not worth your soul. And I feel like you knew that already before, but it's like the deep lessons that you've learned on a spiritual level has brought so much wisdom to you that it's like when you speak, your words, they leave imprints on people. Yeah. So spirit doesn't want you to underestimate that, and the shift that you're entering into, you see that in yourself. No more downplaying your gifts to fit in, because I kind of feel like maybe before you guys would like downplay like who you are, you know, like whether you believe yourself to be spiritual at the time, it's just like you downplay yourself to be able to fit in with people because you felt like people always felt lesser than standing next to you. And it's like you're realizing you can't control that, babes. Like, if people don't want to rise to meet you where you're at, they're going to try to pull you down. So you're done with that lowering yourself down to make other people feel comfortable type of shit. And I love that for you. Any messages for pile number 2, Spirit? If you see me looking over here, I'm looking at the image as well. It just kind of feels like you're in your own world and everybody else is just like around you. Not realizing that your life is falling apart or that you're going through this major transformation. Let's see. We have clean it up. So Spirit's saying that for this new shift that you're entering into, this chapter, get rid of anything that's no longer serving you. Clean your space. Switch your space up. Because sometimes it's so hard to like believe that you're purging or you're shifting because your world looks exactly the same. So for me, when I'm going through transitions, I'll move certain things around in my room. Maybe I'll move my bed from the left side to the right side. Whatever. It could be so simple, but this does let my mind know that something is changing. And also to get rid of things from the past that no longer serve you. So if somebody gave me a teddy bear and I'm like, I don't fuck with this person no more, garbage. I'm not sleeping next to a teddy bear that I don't even know, you know? Because every time you see the teddy bear, subconsciously you remember that person. And if it's somebody that you're trying to cut cords with, the best thing to do is throw it away. Yeah. Or you can donate it, but throw it away. Yeah. At the bottom we have no place like home. I love this for you guys. Like, you're stepping into your authenticity. You're allowing yourself to just be. You don't care. You're no longer like putting on a mask to make everybody feel happy or everybody be in love with you or like you. You're realizing that you can't do that, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting because at the end of the day, if people don't want to like you, they're not gonna like you. No matter what you do, they're not gonna like you. You could do everything right, they're not gonna like you. Let's get some tarot cards, y'all. All right, Spirit. What are your messages for pile number 2? What are they shifting into? I feel like you guys are underestimating. Like, right now, you guys are very lonely, right? You're in a lonely period in your life. But I feel like this is just to get you to purge and let go of everything that's no longer serving you. But when you're the chapter that you're stepping into, you will be supported. Okay? This is not going to be my collective where, you know, you probably see a lot of videos online that say, oh, chosen ones have to be alone all the time. And it's like, no. Even if it's one friend, don't worry. It's going to be quality over quantity. So don't expect to be alone forever. Open yourself up to love, you know, and love from the divine, not just any kind of love. So we have justice, babes. What I'm getting for this, sorry, I don't know why I got so hyped, but I just kind of feel like, because when you turn this card upside down, you see this like snake ass energy. Everybody who tried to like two-face your ass, they don't last. They don't last because you're so divinely tapped in. Even when you don't fucking know why someone's not good for you, you're listening to your intuition, and I love that for you. But however, your guides are letting me know that in this next shift, you will be seeing how other people they're not doing so hot. Yeah, all the bad stuff that they did to you, they're reaping that same thing that they sent to you. So I'm also feeling like some of you guys may have been like sent like evil eye, or maybe people have been like trying to come up against you, and it's like maybe some people try to even destiny swap with you is also what I'm getting. All the energy that they sent your way is coming back to them times 10, and you're starting to feel more and more like yourself because the evil eye is clearing and you're purging out that old shit. So in this new chapter, you're gonna be feeling more like yourself. So if you guys are feeling like, you know, maybe you've been drinking a lot more and you don't know why, it's like, pray to God for help, pray to your angels for help, because there's so much that goes on in the spiritual. And right before we elevate is when we sometimes we can get attacked a lot more. You know what I mean? Like, random people be coming back from the past trying to spin the block on your energy again to see if, oh, can I do you dirty again? You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you're spiritual, you know. Because sometimes I feel like this could sound a little ooh. But it's so real, y'all. I experienced this shit in my own life, and it's like, you can't just be letting any and everybody back into your energy. Because, like, what is your motive? Why are you coming back from the 6th grade all of a sudden? Okay, so we have 9 of Cups. So Spirit's letting me know whatever you make room for, you will be receiving more of that. So if some of you guys may have like a scarcity mindset, Spirit's letting you know that to work on that. Because one thing I realize is when I hold on to things, like, say for example, like I have like all these incense in my drawer, and I keep on holding on to like one out of the box, and it's like, oh, I don't want to get rid of this because then I'm gonna have to like go get another box or whatever I tell myself, because I'm so weird with my incense, y'all. But I have to catch myself when I'm doing this. But when I just like use it, burn it, and throw it away, I just go get another one. Or somebody might gift me another box of incense. I've noticed that. Like, people just be like, oh, you want incense? I got incense. Or do you want to go and buy some candles? Oh, I got candles, because I allow my candles to burn out, because I love candles, y'all. I love all those like self-care things. But I'm just saying this to say, it's like, don't be afraid of using things up, because maybe you guys have that scarcity mindset where it's just like, you know, I'm seeing y'all knocking the lotion out of the bottle, and it's like, it's been done. It's like, just throw it away. Just throw it away, okay? Because next thing you know, somebody might gift you, I don't know, like a whole set of like beautiful smelling lotions. This is just an example, but like, you get it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, allow yourself to receive. Throwing stuff away and holding on to things that are way past their due date, it's a form of scarcity, okay? So throw things away when they're done. I'm just gonna say that. That's the best way I can say that. That channel was coming through a little like hard. Let's see. Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages for group number 2 about this shift that's coming in? Ooh. So, okay. So, in this new shift, this new chapter that you're entering, you're going to see just how strong you are. And Spirit needed you to see this because, you know, this is my collective where you underestimate your abilities, okay? I'm just gonna say that. Like, you see yourself as maybe like a 5 when you're really a 10. So like, it's one of those. It's giving that. So Spirit is working on you. Loving yourself, healing your self-esteem, because, you know, a lot of people try to come up against you and make you feel like you ain't all that in a bag of chips. But it's like, why would people have to make you feel like you ain't that in a bag of chips if you weren't? You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna be going to somebody who you think is not all that in a bag of chips and humbling them, because it's just like, you already feel that way. But if you feel like they're above you is when you're gonna need to humble them. That's the only time people humble people, okay? So keep that in mind, and also realize that, like, if people don't have things going on in their life, they don't deserve to live rent-free in your mind, okay? If you wouldn't swap lives with them, their words are so irrelevant. It's so irrelevant. They just don't hold weight, okay? If they can't make things shake in their own reality, yeah, okay. Yeah, I love that for you guys. Honestly, I feel like this next chapter, what I'm really getting for this next shift for you guys, it's like you're gonna really see how much you are loved and supported by the divine. Maybe you guys may feel like, you know, when is it gonna finally be my turn, or like, how many things am I gonna have to release, how many times am I gonna have to go through a tower moment? But it's like, this new chapter that you're stepping into, it's gonna be one that feels magical, where you get to be yourself and you don't feel like, oh my god, I have to put on a mask, or maybe this person won't accept me, so let me be this way for this person. You don't care anymore. You're just gonna be allowing yourself to just be who you are, and I love that for you. And that's exactly what's leading to your abundance in this rebirth. Yeah, you're stepping into your most abundant era. So you guys, some of you guys could be Leos, Capricorns, Virgos, Libras. I'm also hearing Cancer. So those are the signs that are coming up. Let's see, any other messages? Let's get some from my card. So we have, ooh, you're in creator mode pops out. Okay, you're in creator mode and it's too late and you're purging. So what I'm getting from this is, and we have Virgo again. Okay, so what I'm getting from this energy is, there's no going back to the old version of you. You know, maybe there's times where you feel like you want to backslide and do some shit that you used to do back in the past, but it's not sitting right with your spirit no more for a reason, because you know that you've come too far now. There's no turning back. The way that you've evolved, you know that all you have to do now is to really choose this new chapter and do the things that your heart is calling you to do without fear. Yeah. Well, I mean, fear will still be there, but not allowing the fear to control you. So where you are right now, it's just, you can't turn back. I'm sorry, but you can't turn back. I mean, like, I'm really seeing some of you guys like wishing that you could go back to before you spiritually awakened, but it's not happening. Sorry to say that, but it's not happening. Your soul won't let you. Your soul wants to express itself in the way that it's meant to. It wants to fulfill its destiny, you know. And I really do feel like you guys are not going to be reincarnating again. I just kind of feel like it's well, on Earth at least. I just kind of feel like you're here to just serve your purpose and be gone. It's also what I'm getting. I don't know why. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So we have unlock your psychic gifts. Okay, so in this new chapter, I feel like a spiritual gift is going to be revealed to you, but it's because you're going to make a choice where you show the universe that you are no longer going backwards. You're going to be choosing this new life. You're going to be choosing to walk in your purpose. Spirit's going to reveal another spiritual gift to you. That's what I'm getting. The simple things are your blessings. So in this new chapter that you're shifting into, you're going to be appreciative of a lot more things in your life. Okay, so I'm seeing you practicing more gratitude. So we have, are you doing the things you said you would? Remember, you build inner trust and be impeccable with your words. So you're saying the things that you mean and doing the things that you say you're gonna do. And I love that for you. That's another way to just be like a master manifester, is when you stick to your words. If you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. So we have put on a nice frequency and sit with yourself for 30 minutes. No distractions, mirror gazing. So I feel like what Spirit is saying, that in this new chapter, look into your eyes a lot more in the mirror when you're speaking good words to yourself, or you're affirming something, or you're shifting. Look into your eyes as a portal, because those are your soul's portal. Just look into your eyes and speak to yourself. Speak good things over yourself. Tell yourself what you want yourself to do more. Yeah, that could be like a powerful way for you to embrace this shift as well. And we have, of course, people with no boundaries are going to react negatively to your boundaries. So whoever reacted negatively to your boundaries, that's their problem, and that's how they deal with their own life. Okay. So let's get some of the spiritual guided messages. We have, be your own guide. So in this new chapter that you're stepping into, you're no longer looking for outside validation, and I love that for you, because at the end of the day, people who give advice, they're giving it from their own POV, yeah, and it's not gonna always work for the other person. Like, what might work for me may not work for you. Like, if you get up at 5 a.m. and that works for you, great. It may not work for me. I may not like that. You know what I'm saying? Work with what works for you. You don't need to be a 5 a.m. girly to be successful. Let's be honest. Oh, so we have pick any tarot card, and that's your answer. So ask yourself a question, and I'm gonna pick a tarot card, and it's gonna be the answer for you. Okay? Just give me 1 second. Let me grab these. Some cards fell, so let me just grab these first. But think of your question, and I'm gonna pull a tarot card for your answer. Okay? So you can't change anyone else, just yourself. And we have, it's okay for me to cry when I need to. Love that for you. You could have picked another pile as well. My heart is open to love. Oh, I love that for you guys. Yeah, you guys you're realizing you can't serve two masters. So you're choosing between fear and love, and you're choosing love, and I love that for you. So ask your question, and I'm going to pick another tarot card for your answer. All right, Spirit, what is the answer to group number 2's question? Answer to group number 2's question. Okay. Okay. All right. So if your question is a yes or no question, the answer is yes, but it requires patience. If your question is a little bit more general, for my people who ask a more general question, your angels are letting you know that the shift, they're working on things behind the scenes for you to shift. So if you're wondering how or when I'm going to shift, a lot is going down behind the scenes in the spiritual realm for you, is what I'm seeing. But you're going to be rebirthed into a completely different version of yourself. After this heartbreak, it will not break you. Like, anything you feel like destroyed you or destroyed your confidence, no, you're coming back better. You're coming back better. And the world that you're creating for yourself is one that you are going to love. So those are the answers for whatever questions that you guys asked. I hope that was helpful. So for pile number 2, those are my messages, and I'm sending you so much love. Alrighty, hi pal number 3. So this is my collective where you get a lot of spiritual signs, because you kind of need a little hand holding, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? You're my sensitive queen, my sensitive king, my sensitive they them, okay? I say this to say, like, no judgment. You're always checking in on the universe, like, hey, just making sure that everything's okay, you know. But it's so funny because my boyfriend just stopped by and got me some pads, and on the top of it says, you've got this, everything's gonna be okay. And it's right before I started filming your reading, so I really feel like this is very significant for you, and this could also be finding you during Shark Week, you know. So you may be feeling extra sensitive, extra hopeless, okay? Like, I know if anybody knows about the mood swings that come with your period, it's me. Okay. So yeah, so that could be significant for you guys. Also, lavender, mint, and aloe could be significant. Maybe these are things that you're using to things yourself down. Maybe using it in your bath. Maybe you're using it as like a candle as well. Let me toss that. The universe has something way better for you than you have for yourself. Yeah, and maybe you feel like, but like, why can't I have this one thing? Or maybe you're trying to manifest this one thing and it's like just not working out for whatever reason. You're just tired, you're fed up. Is really what I'm getting. And maybe you're not really sure how you're feeling. Maybe you're just like, you know, moving through the vibes. I'm like checking to see if it's still recording because I'm trying this whole new setup, y'all. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's get into your messages because I feel like, yeah, you guys are feeling some type of way right now. So at the bottom of one of my cards, which I wasn't going to use but it popped out, we have an eclipse may hide your light but not forever. So right now you guys are in the shadows. You're not really sure what the hell is going on, but you are ready to shift. You're ready to move on from whatever the hell is going on right now in your life. Yeah, you're just like, yeah, okay, I'm done, I'm ready to shift. Whenever you're ready, just let me know how to get there as well. Someone also could be playing mind games with you right now too. And Spirit saying to trust your intuition when it comes to these people. When it comes to whoever is not feeling good for you, feeling good in your energy, trust your intuition. Sorry, y'all. I feel like this reading alone, it feels so hectic and like disorganized, but I feel like that's also the point. Maybe you're not meant to have all your shit together right now. Do we ever stop to think that maybe we're not always meant to have our shit together? Maybe this is the season where you're just meant to just say fuck it, you know, and just like raw dog life a little bit. Just be in the dark a little bit without like needing to change anything. Yeah. So at the bottom of the deck, what do we have? The Devil. So these limited beliefs that you're struggling with, the thoughts that you're struggling with during this time of darkness, Spirit saying to focus on the light. Focus on the light, okay, within you. Focus on the light in whatever ways that you can, because don't allow the voices to make you feel like things are never going to shift for you, right? Excuse me. Lord have his mercy, there's so much negative energy that's clearing. But I feel like Spirit saying don't allow the voice in your head to make you feel like things aren't going to change for you, or that Spirit forgot about you, or that the divine doesn't have your back. You know, whatever voices are coming up or making you feel like it can never happen for you, silence them, okay? Because why do they need to try so hard? I always think about it in that way. Like, yeah, I know there's times where it's our own limited beliefs, but I definitely do believe in other entities and other like lower vibrational things, especially with the type of work that I do, channeling different beings as well. I definitely do believe in lower vibrational beings. But why would you need to try so hard if I really wasn't about to be blessed? Okay, if God wasn't working on blessings for me, why you gotta try so hard? Why am I being attacked? Why is there spiritual warfare? Why are these motherfuckers coming up in my crib trying to cause drama and whatever, you know? It's just like, trust how you feel, and who you feel like you can't trust as well, there's a reason behind it. Yeah, anybody can be used against you, and anybody can be used for your good. Okay, it's up to you for you to discern who is who. Just saying. But don't trust that voice that's telling you that things can never shift for you. Things have to change. It's one thing that is constant is change. Is change. You're not the same person you were 10 years ago. Just let that sink in, okay? Anytime that voice tries to make you feel like, oh, this is how your life is gonna always be. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know, and I know this is easier said than done, but this is something that you constantly have to practice with yourself and reassure yourself in that way. You know, I remember there was a period in my life where all I did was like smoke and not do anything else. Like, you know, I was really just like in that depressive era. You know, I just couldn't get up, couldn't get out of my room, couldn't make connections, couldn't keep a job, couldn't. Okay. And if that version of me like could see me now, she'd be so shocked. She'd be so shocked. She wouldn't even recognize me. She'd be like, what the hell happened? You know what I mean? And this comes from like us realizing that our own plans is not where we're meant to be. Because what I wanted to do, I wanted to continue living in Vegas, even though I couldn't afford it. Yeah, I wanted to continue living in Vegas, continue being stressed out. First of all, the frequency in Vegas alone, something ain't right there. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. A lot of NPCs live in Vegas, but let me stop. Anyway, the universe was trying to get me to move back home. But I was like resisting it, yeah. And I went to go apply for jobs. Nowhere was hiring, which was super weird because I was like, this is Vegas. That's so weird. So it was just like so much divine intervention. So I eventually moved back home and my life shifted. My life got so much better. You know, I started to heal in ways I didn't even know was possible. And I didn't even know I was so sad. Yes, I knew like depression was a thing and I felt depressed. But it's like, even though I knew depression was real, I still was like, yeah, okay. What is a depressed hoe? Okay, it's not me. But it really was, y'all. Like, I cried the most when I moved back home. I was able to get so connected to spirit and have deep healing. And also, like, realize that the people that I was around weren't good for my growth. And this is no shade to them. It's just, like, I couldn't grow in that environment, you know? So spirit will move you to places that you can grow in and evolve in. But we have to surrender what we think it's going to look like. Because I thought it would be me living in Vegas still, you know, in my expensive apartment. No. Now I'm in debt. And it's like, now I have to pay off all that debt. But, you know, the lessons that came out of that experience was necessary, yes. But when the time was up for me to move, I needed to listen. And spirit needed to guide me here. And when I moved here, I met the love of my life. My life started to change. Everything started to change for me. You know, and I say that to say, it's like, it's just one decision. One day away from change. And you never know what your life is going to look like in a year. So don't allow this limited belief, like these voices to make you feel like you're shackled to this current reality. Okay? Can you find peace in where you are right now? It's really what I'm trying to get at, you know? Because things are gonna shift for you, babes. They are. It's inevitable. Let's see. Any messages? Interesting. Anything else? That's so crazy. Ah! Okay. Anything else? Okay. We have those cards popping out. Ooh. Child, you could have picked another pile. I love that for you. Okay, baby. Right now, right now, I know this may sound crazy, but I'm gonna just say it because I want to be as authentic as possible. The devil may be having you feel like you're gonna be broke forever. The devil may be having you feel like, oh, things will never change for you. You can never be abundant. You can never be like so and so. Maybe you have somebody that you look up to in a field that you're trying to excel in, and you see them doing better, and you're just like, I could never be that person. They have something that I don't have. The devil's trying to convince you in all types of petty ways. Don't listen to that voice, because you are guaranteed success. You're guaranteed to live an abundant life because you are a teacher. This is my collective where you are a teacher. You are meant to come and make a big impact in the world. And the shift that you're going through right now is to recognize your own motherfucking power. It's to recognize your own motherfucking power and your ability to pull your dream life into your reality, okay? Your ability to pull in manifestations, because you are pulling that in. But it's coming from you recognizing your own power. It's coming from you believing in yourself. Doing it afraid. Regardless of what the voice in your head says, you're putting volts towards your new identity. So the version of you that you used to be and the version of you that you're creating and you're becoming, every time you make a decision that from that perspective, you're voting for that version of you. Yeah. It's so easy for us to listen to the voice, be like, oh, we're not good enough. But there's so many regrets that come with you not trying, with you not giving it your all, or like really just choosing your best aligned path, your highest path, your healthiest path, whatever you're trying to manifest. There's so much regrets that come from us not really allowing that to happen or unfold in the best ways that we think that we in the best ways that we can allow it to align. Sorry, you guys, I'm looking at the other cards on the bottom, and I just feel like somebody had come into your energy and stopped your growth for a while. But I feel like even though it was perceived that they stopped your growth for a while, they actually helped you evolve into a higher teacher, a higher ranking spiritual being, because the lessons and wisdom that came out of that experience, you are able to explain it to other people and help other people through it, because maybe you navigated in a way through your own wounds, and there's things that you wish that you'd done differently, but from that perspective you can like share what you wish you would have done and what you've learned from the experience. Yeah. And that could be so helpful for the next person. You know, one thing I realized for me, setting my first boundary was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable, but one thing I wish that people told me was to make sure that I was okay, because as women we naturally want to check in on the other person to make sure that they're good, but it's like, are you okay? You're coming out of people pleasing, how do you feel? You know, and some people need to hear that, because I didn't know that. And it's like we assume that people know everything, right? But no, you have to learn it too. We don't know everything. We don't come out the coochie knowing everything, okay? So don't underestimate what you have to offer the collective, you know. You're very wise. I'm really getting that. You're just like Empress energy, you know. Boss bitch energy, okay? Any other messages? What is my group number 3 activating at this time, Spirit? What activation are they going through currently? Anything else? Anything else? For group number 3. Ooh, almost dropped all those cards. Anything else for group number 3? You might be going through a lot. You might be activating a lot is what I'm hearing. But at the bottom of the deck we have I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. So you guys are tapping into the I am presence. You're realizing just how powerful you are, how much of a powerful manifester you really are. And I just feel like the way that you're pulling in your dreams is going to be so unexpected. So we have divine protection, cords cut, and breakthrough energy. So whoever from the past left you feeling like shit, or like freaked up your energy, that you're healing from at this current time, Spirit is healing you from that, and they're cutting cords with this person. So don't be afraid to also visualize yourself cutting cords with them. Ask Archangel Michael for his sword of light and just cut cords with them. Just continue to cut cords with them, because this person is not allowed to be in your energy or your mind. They came into your space and they tried to drain your energy or destiny swap with you. I'm really getting that very strongly, and it didn't work. It backfired because you're so divinely protected. But there's a breakthrough coming in for your energy, and that is the shift that's coming in. Like whatever you're experiencing right now, Spirit just wants you to continue to focus on what makes you feel good. Okay, don't feed the energy that's trying to tell you that shit will never change for you. Because why are they trying so hard? Why are they trying so hard? And Spirit's wanting you to know that there's no wrong path at this time, but you're going to be presented with an opportunity, and when you get this opportunity, hop on it. Don't wait, don't hesitate, okay? Hop on it. You deserve it. Let's see, what other things do you want to say to my collective relating and mindset? Interesting. You could be seeing a lot of 9s and 6s as well, is what I'm getting. So Spirit's letting you know that you create your reality with your subconscious mind. So befriend your mind at this time, okay? So imagine how easy it would be for you to manifest your dream life when the voice inside your head also agrees with you. It uplifts you instead of tears you down. Like working with that voice, rewriting those stories. Every time you find yourself feeling I'm not enough, you stop, you pause, and you rewrite that story. It takes work, yes, but you are worth it, okay? You're worth that mindset shift. You're worth putting that effort into as well. So we have relating, comparison, others, projection, self-reliance. Interesting. I feel like in this new shift, you're going to realize when people are projecting their insecurities onto you, and that's going to be a good superpower for you, because before you would internalize everything. So this will save you a lot of unnecessary emotional pain. Grounding, calm the mind, connect to the body, mindful nature. So in this new shift, Spirit wants you to spend more time in nature, because nature has a lot to teach you, a lot to calm your nervous system as well. So if you're being called to like go outside more, trust that, and you're reclaiming your power, your inner strength, and you're learning to master yourself. So in this new chapter, the shift that you're going through, guys, you're healing victim mentality. Like you're letting go of feeling powerless, and maybe that was always your default, you know, feeling like you can't do this, you can't do that. And it's like, I feel like you guys just underestimate yourself in general, you know. And that's the funny part. It's like you underestimate yourself, so the enemy also underestimates you, but you always come out on top. But it's like this new chapter that you're stepping into, you're no longer underestimating yourself. You're no longer underestimating yourself, so you're not going to be played. Like, people can't play you as easily as they did in the past. It's really what I'm getting. Any messages from Spirit for pile number 3? What do you want to say to pile number 3, Spirit? Any messages for pile number 3? Any messages for pile number 3? Any messages for pile number 3? Any messages? Okay. Anything else for pile number 3? Okay. So at the bottom we have, go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. So everything that you've been through, it was to make you stronger. And you are going to, this is going to become very visible to you as soon as the confusion lifts. How much you shifted and become a completely different person. Because I kind of get the feeling that you guys are still viewing yourself through the lens of who you were a few years ago. And it's like everything that you've been through up until now was to change you, was to allow you to rise as the powerful spiritual being that you are. And you're going to see this. You know, I feel like you're going to be presented with an opportunity, and how you handle that opportunity is going to show you how much you've changed. How much you've changed. Okay. Let's see what these say. So you have self-awareness is key. Take time today to go within and spend time with your soul. Go for a walk in nature and ground yourself. Meditate. Listen to your favorite music. Whatever you enjoy most, do that today. So more time in nature, guys. It's really good for your mind. No matter how much you are being tested or pushed right now, stand your ground and push back. Believe in your own integrity and self-worth so much that no one can get in your way. Have the confidence to move forward. You can and will do this. So it's all about you confidently choosing this life for yourself. And it doesn't mean that you need to hurry up and do everything all at once. One thing that I really hate in like the spiritual community, it was just like, become who you are overnight. That's not possible. That long-lasting change requires time. This is my opinion. Long-lasting change requires time. Therefore, ask yourself, what decision can I make in this moment that will align me to the person I'm becoming? One decision. It could be so simple. It could be like, okay, I'm cutting out drinking. Or I'm going to start going on 10K walks. I'm going to start with 1K, 1,000 steps, or 500 steps a day. Whatever it is, it's one simple thing. Choose one thing. You know, for me, when I was aligning with my self-love journey, the only thing I could commit to was lotioning my body. And I know it sounds so simple and like unnecessary or unhelpful in this whole spiritual journey. Like, how is you lotioning your body going to be like helpful to the world or yourself or whatever? However, the only thing that did for my brain was tell me that, okay, I'm prioritizing my body. I'm prioritizing loving me and taking care of myself. So me proving that to myself, now I can make other decisions for myself. Now I'm able to stand up for myself, speak up for myself, and cut out whoever is not in alignment without fear. Okay? That doesn't mean I won't cry, but I'm gonna cut you off and I'm gonna keep pushing. But I say this to say that one simple decision that I made has allowed me to evolve in so many ways that I didn't expect. And it was just one decision. So don't underestimate the small steps. And that's what we have to realize. We always want instant gratification. We want to be able to get to this destination at this amount of time. No. It won't be you won't be able to sustain the changes. You have to change yourself over time. And the more that you vote for that new version of yourself is the more that you tell your mind, this is who I am now. Because the mind is going to want to tell you, oh no, this is who you used to be. So you'll have moments where you backslide. And that's okay. Because, you know, for me, I experienced that too. Well, I'll backslide. I'll be like drinking more, smoking more, having a jolly good time, fuck responsibilities. But then I'm like, let's reel it in. Let's reel it in now, honey. This is who I want to be. And I don't judge those situations, because the more you judge it, the more you stay in that lower vibrational energy of feeling guilty and shame. And it's not about that. It's about you allowing yourself to evolve. And even when you slip up, you allow yourself to go back on track. Continue to get back up again. Okay? As many times as you need to vote for that new identity, you continue to vote for that new identity. You know, if I had stopped, I would just let the darkness have me. All of this hard work that I've done would just go down the drain. And I refuse for that to happen. So that's the type of energy that you need to step and embrace it. You be so stubborn in this new version of you, like choosing this new life. Don't let no one, not even yourself, convince you that you cannot have this or this is not possible. Because if you can try to convince yourself of that, that's what's gonna happen. I don't know, guys. I just kind of feel like you're a completely different person, and you need to see that. You need to really see that. Reflect on what challenges you've overcome. Remind your mind how many things you've overcome, because you're going very far. And I feel like this time of darkness that you're in, or this time of like confusion, is for you to see the parts of yourself that needs love. You know, a lot of times we feel like when we have to let go of a version of ourselves, we need to do it with hate and judgment, and that never lasts. That never lasts. Every single chapter of you, every single version of you was necessary to bring you here, to bring you to where you are right now. And they all require love. The partying version of me, the lazy version of me. If I sat down and I was like, you lazy hoe, that's all that's gonna continue to happen, But versus me uplifting myself, okay, you're having a hard time right now. You need to cry. You need this. Okay, this is what I got for you. This is how I can help you. Let me soak today. See, you're having a hard day. Let me prepare a bath for you. Like, this is how you need to start treating yourself as if you were an external person. Like how you treat other people. Like, view yourself like that. How would you show up for another person in this situation? Show up for yourself in that way. A lot of times we like to half-ass the love for ourselves, and that's not good. If your partner was feeling terrible that day, you draw them a bath. Do that for you. Let's see. Let's grab some oracle messages. Anything else for pile number 3? Spirit. Anything else? Wow. Anything else for pile number 3? Anything else for pile number 3? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have be your own guide. Yeah, you guys could have picked another pile. So we have I will love myself. And I feel like that's just like a period, okay? The only way through this feelings that you're feeling is to love yourself and to reclaim your power. Stand up. Every time like I feel powerless and I'm crying, because like shutting victimhood is the hardest thing to do, in my honest opinion. Some people might say it wasn't that hard, whatever, but I'm just saying it was hard for me. Whenever I felt powerless in a situation, I allow myself to cry. I allow like the human side of me to feel powerless. Because when you feel powerless, when you feel powerful, it makes it even more juicy, to be honest with you. And this is not me like condoning you feeling powerless. Do with this what you will. This is just my honest opinion. Every time I felt powerless, I allow myself to feel powerless. Like, y'all, I would cry sliding down the wall, and I'll just rise up in a warrior stance. Even if I have no idea how I'm going to handle the situation, I'll rise up in a warrior stance, and I'll feel powerful after I'm done crying. This, I don't know, like, that simple shift will just make my brain, like, I don't know, it does something to me. I don't know what the science is behind it, but it does something to me. And then I'll pray to God for wisdom on how to deal with the situation. And God will deliver that wisdom, y'all. We have to realize that the power of prayer is how we stay spiritually strapped. Because sometimes we be fighting demons, and it ain't always our demons. I'm gonna say that. But God knows what's going on with you. And if you check in with your guides, it becomes a lot more easier. Instead of you trying to navigate the world blind and do it all by yourself because you think you know better, tap in with your guides. Okay? That's why you're watching these spiritual videos. You have your own guides too. Be your own guide at the bottom of the deck, because you guys are very spiritually tapped in. You don't need tarot readings. Yes, it's nice to have them, but tap in with your own guides. Develop your own relationship with them. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I feel like that's all you really needed to hear. So those are my messages for pile number 3. Thank you for tuning into this week's reading, and I'll see you in the next one.